over in Southwest join the coalition and keeping it going. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming today. My name is Dr. Christopher Williams. I'm a researcher, activist, and 12-year resident of Southwest DC. I'm also very glad to have other Southwest DC residents come to today's rally. Mrs. Evans and Mrs. Bishop, thank you very much. Today I've come to join this gathering to bear witness to the needless suffering in our lives and the lives of DC residents. We stand in an unshakable and an abiding faith in justice, truth, and democracy. When Jesus stood before Pontius Pilate, he proclaimed that he had come to the world to bear witness to the truth. And so it must be to join in the suffering for the gospel. We bear witness to the injustices around us here in 2024. Just as Paul and the disciples had done, just as enslaved people had done in 1848. I wear this hat inscribed with 1848 as a reminder to bear witness. In 1848, enslaved people from Washington, D.C. and Alexandria, Virginia, boarded the Pearl schooner in Southwest D.C. Their quest for freedom is our quest today. It was one of the largest escapes of enslaved people in U.S. history. The struggles for justice in 2024 are many, too numerous to count. So we gather here in this public square to lament, to wail, to tell our stories, and to demand change in the whole of district government. Education, environmental regulation, health, housing, economic planning, legislative oversight. We demand that the district itself follow its own laws and the U.S. Constitution and federal laws. We must end the use of public dollars that fight D.C. residents in court when the government violates the law. We must also eliminate programs that are not working. We spend hundreds of millions of dollars every year. We have doled out tens of billions of dollars in contracts for big money for school renovation and construction in the last 20 years. Yet educational disparities are deeply unequal. It has been more than 60 years since Dr. King declared mere blocks from here that we will be free one day. But what is free when more than 75% of our Black students cannot pass minimum math and English standards? The district has turned our government over to big money, international and national pools of capital. Money laundering is running rampant in this city. Big money doesn't care about who they are harming. Big money doesn't care about undermining civil rights and human rights that we, our ancestors and allies, sacrificed to secure. Big money has an insatiable appetite for greed, racism, and classism. And the district is embracing this. Whatever big money wants, big money gets. When big money wanted to exclude or eliminate affordable housing in Navy Yard, at the wharf, and downtown, district government said yes, with pleasure. When big money wanted DC's economic policies to focus on attracting high income and white residents from outside the city, District government said, we will make it happen. When big money wanted government to approve and keep approving pollution permits next to Black communities, the government said, yes, we'll ignore environmental laws. When big money wanted displacement of public housing residents and to ghettoize communities to make way for luxury housing with a sprinkling of affordable housing, the district offered a fund and control over the housing authorities. When big money says that it's bringing low wage and seasonal jobs that don't need a college education, the district said, good. We don't need to fix our schools or to encourage business ownership. The district and big money have set about to remake Washington, D.C. Their vision is to extend segregation for it never ended, to ensure that wealth making is concentrated to the few and the privileged, to allow big money to build their wealth on the backs of native Washingtonians and low and moderate income residents, especially Black residents. This alliance between district government and big money must end. So today, we have come to bear witness that justice, opportunity, and equality must be restored and prevail.